10-week break between events in the Onslow Contracting WA Rally Championship. A super close points battle at the top of the standings, and the main players fired up and ready to do battle. Round 5 of the series is the wheels on Yirrigan Kumho Tyre Kirup stages.
50, ride 6 on small ground.
Six tough stages to make up the day's competition. The wet weather in the week leading up to the event has created conditions ranging from isolated slippery patches through to swollen creek crossings. "37 cars lining up for the round, just after 100 competitive kilometres to tackle. The state championship battle to resume, the Tostov Adams combo with a small points lead heading into this round. Dylan King and co-driver Abby Hayes zeroing in with a win on the last round and now just 10 points off the top spot. Mick Steele is still well and truly in the hunt. Just 19 points separates his third place and the number 1 spot.
Left open here. 180. 2 left in the end.
The two-wheel drive fight sees Raz Vlad and Damon Nicoli out front with a healthy points lead. However, there is 3 rounds to run, so still plenty of work to be done. A great fight has developed for second place with Harmer, Van Can and Reynolds separated by just 6 points. Another big Clubman field for this round with 18 starters lining up. Consistency paying dividends for Dean Cordis. 3 lots of second place results gives him the lead in the Clubman series. However, he is just 12 points ahead and there's 3 rounds still to run. The Rattenbury pairing second and well placed to attack. Percival with a slim 8-point lead in third, so that battle is sure to continue.
And crest. Braking down 30, turn right 3 and left 1. 50.
No holding back for Dylan King. He would put in a monster drive and take all 6 stages. Well and truly on top of the tricky conditions, pushing hard and building a gap of 38 seconds after 3 stages to his nearest rival John Macara. He and co-driver Hayes kept the pressure on and took even more time from the chasers on the second run through. A brilliant display of driving in the changing conditions. The notes spot on and 100% reliability from his WRX.
Yeah, Abby and I are over the moon. Today couldn't have gone better for us. We had to win obviously again for this championship. So yeah, we were over the moon. Yeah, no, it was good conditions at the end of the rally. When we did recce this morning, it was perfect, and then the first 2 stages we did recce on. And then all of a sudden it started raining and it just turned to slop. But we got out on the stages and they were good. So yeah, very pleased.
The maximum 80 points for the win takes King and Hayes to the top of the championship standings with a 2-point lead and 1 round to run.
.200 crest into left 1 up on road 1. 100 crest, stay right, into crest, into right 4 on crest.
For Doug Tostovan getting back into the swing of rallying after the big break didn't take long.
Yeah, got back into it pretty good. It was nice to have a little bit of a break and do some things other than rallying for a change, catch up. But you know, got back into the car, and I think maybe it took me a stage or two to really start committing back to the notes. But we got there in the end. Stages were great. Sometimes I think it rains 50 weeks of the year in Kirup, and then the water drips out of the trees for the other 2 weeks. But every time we come here, it seems to be muddy and slippery. It's the roads are challenging, very cresty. I think we got more air in this rally than we would have in the rest of the championship.
For he and co-driver Adams grabbing as many points as possible, the main goal.
Yeah, that was the plan, just to consolidate some points. We came to this round with a lead. I would suspect we've lost our lead now, but we're still definitely in touch with the championship. Dylan, he just took off and we had no answer for him. I think he ended up well over a minute lead in the end, so we didn't chase, we just stayed ahead of whoever was behind.
With one more round to run, the championship is still very much alive. The Safari Rally notorious for being a super tough event, and anything can happen.
Absolutely, you know it. We've done it before when we won the championship going into Safari third place and came through with the win and the championship, so we're still optimistic.
Managing to get back into the swing after the long break, John O'Dowd happy with the return to competition, although dramas with his machine took the shine off his third place outright.
Yeah, look, it was okay, it was good. Enjoyed the rally down here, even though it was a bit muddy, a bit slippy in places, but it's the same for everyone. So we had a few issues today. On the second stage we lost the centre diff, so that made it difficult for the rest of the event, and we also had an exhaust gasket that was leaking, which, yeah, we're down on power a bit, but look, just happy to finish.
The machinery woes kept his times off full pace. However, top 5 times over the event ensured a good result and plenty of championship points. The long break worked in well for Steve Oxley. Issues with his WRX in the last event requiring a bit of attention. 4th place for the round, a very good result.
Yeah, we sort of put another motor in and sort of got out there and give it a shot. Obviously a bit slippery today in places, which was obviously sometimes worries on your mind, but you try not to take any notice of that, otherwise it will get to you. And yeah, we continued on, and yeah, the stages are actually quite good. There's obviously a few slippy spots, and we skidded a bit on a few of the corners and stalled on the last stage actually. Lost quite a bit of time, we had to restart. And then on the very last stage also we went off and went over a large white rock that someone had kindly left out there for us and crushed the exhaust and stuff, so we lost quite a bit of time there. But generally we had a good time, which is the main objective. And we're obviously out of the points after winning the first heat of the first round, and we haven't done anything since. So anyway, good to be back, so good fun.
Mick Steele pushed his Impreza through the tough conditions to grab valuable points for 5th place. And bad luck for John McCara. After a great finish on the last round, he would again be sidelined with mechanical issues.
Turn on right, then hairpin left, slippery middle. Hairpin left, slippery middle. 40. Short one right.
A dominant display from the Vlad Nicoli combination. Once into it, no holding back, 6 stage wins and a full bag of points.
Took us a while, I think. We took it pretty slow on the first stage, but got back into it. But fortunately, we made a bad choice with the tyres, so we had to slow down a bit on the second loop, but got back into it after that.
The conditions not so much of a problem for Raz.
They were very nice, actually. I enjoyed them. We thought it was going to be very muddy, but it turned up that they dried really well, and they're nice stages, very different to every other event in the championship. So, not my favourite rally, but tried as much as I could.
The Vlad Nicoli pairing now well in the lead of the series. However, with 2 more rounds still to run, there's plenty of points up for grabs.
Yes, there's still 160 points left in the two-wheel drive championship, so anything can happen. We've got to finish the events, I guess, and keep pushing. You never know; it can be finished very quickly.
A great stoush should develop for second place in the two-wheel drive series. Harmer and Flood swapped stage times early. Harmer then took a big chunk on the 3rd and 4th stages to set himself up and take second place. A good run by both of these crews in these conditions.
A small crest into left 4 opens.
Triangle.
Oh no.
Cody.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Cody Reynolds, his series has taken a big blow with an off and out of contention for this round.
Into with the 70, left 5 minus opens, yes. So left 5 minus opens, yes.
Van Can and Farnworth
Kinks
put in
for
some
150.
good stage times and managed the tricky conditions to take 4th and 5th respectively. Field of Clubman's tackled 4 of the 6 stages. A close battle out front on the first stage with 5 crews separated by just 10 seconds. White, Douglas, Rattenbury and Clark all pushing hard. The next stage went the way of Douglas by a margin of 19 seconds. He continued that pace on the next 2 stages to take the event. The Clark pairing stepped it up and made sure of the number 2 spot with a 3rd and 2 second fastest times. White was close, but just off the speed of Clark to take the 3rd podium spot. A good run from Stringer in the Sylvia included a 2nd fastest, rewarding him with 4th place. One and 2 in the Clubman series heading into this round, Cordes and Rattenbury could only manage 6th and 5th respectively. This will bring the title chasers a little closer with 2 rounds and plenty of points still to be won. Unlucky number 13 certainly worked overtime. This is instruction 13 on special stage 3 and it kept plenty of the crews on their respective toes.